Good morning. Winter Wonderland take 3 in the last week. There's Mushy. She wants to go in. Do you want to go in, honey? And Moses is already inside. Are you done? Did you go potty? Okay. So, yeah. Off and on until 4 p.m. tonight. So, better go make some coffee. So while I have a couple of reports running, which I've executed already, I want to make myself breakfast. Last night after finishing the video, the daily vlog, sharing my Meatless Monday dinner, I felt bad about just going to bed and not waiting up for Polly because he was going to be coming home so late, which is so hard for him because he gets up at the crack of dawn again to do it all over again. So I made a banana bread. So that's what I'm having for breakfast, and I don't know if you could hear, but I fried the outside of it in my non-stick ceramic pan. It's nice and moist inside, and I also add a little bit of orange zest. And just because you're eating by yourself doesn't mean you can't make things look pretty, so I just dusted it with a little bit of powdered sugar because I have no sugar added to my Darjeeling tea this morning. So it is 12 degrees outside, a whole whopping 12, and it's snowing. So it's going to be a nippy day. I'm thinking of maybe making something hearty for dinner for Polly, or for both of us, but so he warms up. Maybe a stew. I'm going to take a look and see if we have any stew meat in the freezer, because we have all the accompaniments, like all the veggies. I know I have mushrooms and onions and celery and all that, so, and carrots, so we'll see. Haven't quite decided yet, so I'm going to eat my breakfast while it's nice and warm. You can see the steam rising off my tea. That's not hard because it's only 59 degrees in the house. Excuse me, at the moment. We turn the heat down at night because it's always much nicer to sleep when it's cooler than warmer, but in the mornings it just takes a little bit for it to come back up to temperature, and I keep it about 62, 63 degrees. The dogs snuggle in front of the little space heater, the animal-friendly space heater in the living room, uncushioned, so they're spoiled. And the chickens have their heat lamp on, so I'm going to have my breakfast, then I'm going to go see the girls, because I saw them last night before coming in, and then I'll get my to-do list for today going, and a couple of things completed from yesterday's that were not. I actually did pretty well. I consider more than half of your list done pretty well. So, there you go. I'm gonna go enjoy my banana bread. I just came back from taking care of the girls, and I froze my tushy off. It's 14. It's warmer, but there's a breeze, and it's snowing, and oh my god, my hands are all red. I didn't wear gloves because I don't like to wear gloves when I handle chickens, because then, well, I suppose I could just have a separate pair of gloves just for them. So I wash my hands when I come back in the house. Whew. 3 eggs. I have to thaw out their little metal nipple. I have to research to see if I can find a rubber nipple gasket for their water bottles so it doesn't keep freezing, because the water inside is not frozen because it's underneath the heat lamp, but the metal part of the, where they get the water out of, keeps freezing up. Oh, excuse me. So 3 eggies this morning, 2 brown and a green, which is good because yesterday there was only 1 brown. I added another layer of shavings for them, cushioning for their nests, and their roost was down, so I put that back up. Gave them all the treats from veggies from last night, from the soup trimmings. So they got a couple of carrots, ends of celery, parsley stems, what else? All the banana peels from the banana bread I made last night. And I gave them a couple of handfuls of mealworms as a treat and filled up their food. So that's all set. I'm going to see them in a few hours. Check in on them, make sure their water still is flowing. I'll probably bring out a gallon of warm water, like really hot water, so by the time he gets out there, if I need to dip the water bottle nipples into the hot water to thaw them out, that's kind of my little trick. Otherwise, I could see if that bird bath warmer would work. I have to look at it. I have one of those little bird bath warmers, but I don't know where I would attach it because there is another plug next to them. So we'll see. I'll figure something out. They're not cold. They weren't crying. They were very happy, content. They're out of the elements. They're not in the snow. So they're protected by 2 layers of building. Yeah, they're inside their coop inside the garage. So, now I need to thaw out. So I'm going to. Oh, I wish I could have a nice hot bath right now, but I can't because it's the middle of the day. Well, not quite. It's not even noon. It's a little over 11, after 11. Any hoozles. So the one thing that I do have to do today during lunch is sketch out our holiday cards. So I can go ahead and get them done. It's almost becoming to be a hassle than fun, and I want it to be fun. But when it's rushed, it never feels like fun, does it? Alright, I'll be back in a sec. According to my cell phone, it's snowing. Yeah. There's like an eerie quietness. I'm gonna go see the girls. But it is very pretty. But cold. It's 14. You hear the girls? They hear my voice, so I better put the camera down so I don't fall on my butt. How are you girls? Hi! Hi! See, they have a heat lamp. Let's see if there's any eggies. You keep moving your roost. I don't think there's any eggs in there. Here's some wormies. Whew, I'm going to close the door back up so you can stay a little warmer in here and snuggle. I'll probably see you guys in the morning because that's it. It's after 3. There won't be any more eggies today. Night, girls. Do you have to go potty, Chester? Go. No? He's like, oh no, it's just way too cold. Mushy, you? No? Who has to go potty? Potty, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there's no convincing them. Oh, sorry about the out of focus. Well, the boys went out, did a circle on the front step, and came back in. Oh, sorry. Ooh, Mosey's peeing. Yeah, you can hear the snow. Because it's moist, fluffy. Oh, do you have to throw up, Mose? Did you eat something? Alright, we're gonna go inside. I don't know about anybody else, but when it's cold like this outside, what is it at the moment? 14? 12? And this is Fahrenheit, mind you. 14. And this morning was -2 Fahrenheit. And that was not the wind chill. I always feel like baking. I think that's one of the reasons why I made the banana bread last night, but I'm thinking maybe making some oatmeal cookies for Polly. He can bring some to work, share with his helper, because for Christmas they get a helper. So I found a recipe for chocolate orange oatmeal cookies. Doesn't that sound good? So they have, let's see, basic recipe: 2 sticks of room temperature unsalted butter, 1 1/3 cup of lightly packed brown sugar, 2 eggs, teaspoon of vanilla, 1 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, teaspoon of baking soda, teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 3 cups quick cooking oats, which I have on hand, 1 cup of bittersweet chocolate chips I have, and 2 tablespoons of grated orange zest, which is perfect because I am craving some oranges and we have some in the kitchen. And which I did put zest of a whole orange in my banana bread as well. It's a nice citrusy hint flavor, so maybe I'll do that. I wonder if I could throw in like a cup of craisins in here too instead of raisins. Is that too much? Raisins, chocolate chips, and orange zest. It sounds like a good combination with hearty oats. Maybe I'll try that. So I'll bookmark this page for after work. It's It's supposed to lighten up on the snow in the next 2.5 hours or so and taper off by 8 p.m. tonight. So we'll see. And our snow removal guy doesn't arrive until after it finishes snowing. So just about when I'm going to be ready to climb into the bathtub, he's going to be showing up. But I'm going to have to stay out until he finishes because I want to make sure the driveway's clear for when Polly gets home from work. And for him in the morning as well. So, yikes. So I guess there'll be maybe some baking this afternoon. Oh, and I forgot to pull out the meat for the stew. Bummer. Alright, I'll have to take a look and see how frozen it is, because maybe I can defrost it in the microwave. I don't really like doing that, but I suppose I could submerge the bag in cold water in the sink. Let me go check and see what we have in the freezer for stew meat. I could have sworn we had a chuck that I had cut up for stew, because that would be a nice thing to have tonight. Hearty stew. I can make it in the oven since it's already 4 o'clock. Wait, where's the time on here? Oh, there it is. 4:10. Since I didn't get it started early on the crock pot, I could just do it like in our Dutch oven or Le Creuset Dutch oven. Alright, better go check in the freezer before I totally forget and get spaced out on something else. But yeah, these cookies look like they might be good. Good morning. Oh, it's almost afternoon. I'm making myself lunch and I thought I'd share with you. This is what I made for Polly for lunch to bring with him. Tomato basil wrap with steak, red peppers, a little of that garlic, and some lettuce. I'm going to spread some horseradish sauce and a little bit of light mayo. And then I did cook up a couple of the potatoes in that oil I made last night, that garlic infused oil, with a few additions of pepper flakes. So I'll show you what that looks like once it's wrapped up. Alrighty, let's wrap this bad boy up. Well, I can't wait. I'm going to have to wrap them in foil because otherwise I'm not going to be able to hold it. All done. So there it is. And it's a nice hearty wrap. It has a couple of pieces of potato, has a steak, lettuce and red pepper, a couple of those leftover pieces of garlic cloves. They're roasted, so I'm going to go enjoy this, and I'm going to make a nice big seltzer, and then I have a meeting, so hopefully I'll be back after that to show you the progress I've made with my jewelry findings and supplies. Well, stew prep's almost ready. If you want to see how I make my version of beef bourguignon, I'll include a link to my blog post. I've made it on video before. So I have the meat already seared, veggies. Now I'm going to add chicken broth, red wine, Worcestershire, and then taste. See how that's doing. I'll show you what it looks like all together. So that's it. I'm just going to bring it up to simmer and then pop it in the oven, which has been preheating at 350. So I have a medium high. I've added chicken broth. You can add beef broth. I just happen to have chicken broth open. Some of that rosé table wine, which I don't drink wine, but it will cook off nicely, and a couple of dashes, probably a tablespoon or so of Worcestershire sauce. So as soon as it comes up to simmer, I'm gonna put the lid on right there, pop it in the oven, and let it cook away. So that's pretty much it to the stew. Looking good. This is about an hour in. I'll check it in another hour. Oh, it's so peaceful out here. So I just found out that our snow removal guy won't be here until morning. So I'm going to turn the light off above the garage and maybe grab some snow in a cup for myself off of the recycler. Stuff that hasn't touched the ground. Yummy. I know you can barely see it, but OMG raspberry snow. I have some raspberry syrup. I had this glass full. There's a little heater in the Chihuahua. I had this glass full of snow, and I just sprinkled some raspberry syrup in it. Oh my god, it's so good. So, I'm gonna stop talking and go enjoy this. Come on, Mushki. Everybody has to pee over the same spot. That's the rules.
And I felt like I'll tense, and for some reason I just freeze.
I would never ever make
Come on, Chester. Mammals. Whew. This glass door's freezing.
I felt so strong there for a long time.
Stew is out. Look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous color. It's done. I think I'm going to just boil up some potatoes on the side. And that's going to be it for dinner. And that's it. There's dinner. Polly just pulled into the driveway. We're going to go eat. And I think he's just going to wash up and go to bed. Chicken treats for tomorrow morning. And that's it. Don't forget the thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. And hopefully I will see you all tomorrow. We're hoping for a much warmer day. Thanks for watching, everyone.